Welcome to Tessa Tools. My name is Nadia. I created Tessa Tools to help social workers and social care teams who are new to AI in the workplace and want to build confidence in using it effectively. Tessa Tools is built on the idea that social workers' knowledge and values must always lead, and AI should only support us, it should never replace us. In this video, I'll show you how to start with some very basic prompting. I'll explain how to use a Copilot, if that's what your organisation provides, but most of the prompts I'm demonstrating will also work in ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or Microsoft Copilot. Be mindful of GDPR. Never upload personal details into AI that has not been approved by your workplace. I'll show prompt examples you can use straight away in practice to check if your assessments meets a particular criteria. In this case, I'm going to use safeguarding. The sample assessments I use here are ones I created for demonstration purposes only and are not based on real people. These examples focus on adult social care. By the end, I hope you'll see that prompting isn't about shortcuts. It's about using AI to strengthen your practice and to make sure it works with you, not the other way round. I'll start by working in Microsoft Teams, mainly through Copilot because that's what most people can access at work. Again, please stay mindful of GDPR. To find Copilot, open Teams. If you don't see Copilot straight away, click the three dots. Type Copilot and it will appear. Click it and it will open on the side of your screen. This is the context window, the chat area where the conversation is remembered. Here you'll also see prompt suggestions based on your recent actions. If you're using the latest version, you may be asked if you want to try GPT.5. Just click the button if that's offered. When you're at work, make sure the shield shows a green tick. This means you're on a secure network linked to your local authority. If there's no green tick, don't use it and never upload personal details. You could be breaching GDPR. Check with your organisation before trying this in the workplace. If you can't, you can practice in ChatGPT, but again, no personal data. When we start chatting, you'll see previous conversations appear on the side. I have a pre-saved document. I just click it and it opens. If that doesn't work, click the plus sign to add content as you normally would. Use the up arrow to locate files. I have a folder of templates and a set of sample strengths and needs assessments that I've created. These are all test cases I use to build prompts. For this demonstration, I'll pick one of these files and click Open. Once you've chosen the document you want to work with, upload it and press Send. Copilot will then break down the information. As you can see, Copilot has broken down the key details of the case. We're working with a lady called Sarah Johnston. The practitioner who wrote this assessment recorded the person as a client, but you can use whichever term your workplace prefers: citizen, service user, and so on. Her name is Joanna and she prefers to be called Jo. Her date of birth is listed, followed by a summary of the information captured in the assessment. In this example, we're going to test whether the assessment meets the CARE Act criteria for a safeguarding inquiry. I have a prompt ready to copy and paste. Check if this CARE Act assessment meets the threshold for a safeguarding inquiry. Highlight where abuse or neglect is suspected, what the risks are, and where making safeguarding personal has been considered. After pasting the prompt and pressing Send, Copilot analyses the document. It reports that, based on its analysis, the threshold is met and a local authority would need to act. It explains why. Jo has a range of issues, including mental health concerns and general anxiety. She stopped working due to burnout and finds it difficult to manage daily routines. She is at risk of neglect and unable to protect herself. Copilot has scanned the assessment and produced a short summary of why the safeguarding threshold could be met. The second prompt I use is about risk evidence. List all the risks described in this assessment that might trigger a safeguarding duty for self-neglect. State which are the most serious and why. After entering that prompt, Copilot provides a breakdown. It highlights self-neglect, not managing nutrition or personal hygiene, missing medical appointments, avoiding decisions, and showing emotional withdrawal. She is becoming more isolated from friends and family and no longer attends school parents' groups. Copilot identifies which of these risks it considers most serious. It's important to read through this output yourself to decide whether it is correct. AI does make mistakes. The third prompt digs a bit deeper. Review the assessment and say whether there is any reasonable cause to suspect harm, significant abuse, or neglect. If yes, explain which parts of the evidence support this. Remember that reasonable cause is subjective. What one practitioner sees as reasonable, another may not. And Copilot has no understanding of professional context. It simply analyzes the text you have provided. You must decide whether its output is accurate. In this case, Copilot concludes that there is reasonable cause to suspect self-neglect because of the issues already identified. It lists self-neglect indicators, the impact on Joe's mental health, and suggests that contingency planning risks be considered. Finally, regarding making safeguarding personal, it notes that in this assessment, Joe's views are clearly represented. She is motivated to improve and reconnect, and preventative support, such as contact with her GP, has been proposed. In this particular instance, the assessment does not mention anywhere that a safeguarding referral has been made. Copilot is simply flagging that nothing in the assessment indicates a referral to the safeguarding team. You would read through the output yourself. It's only a highlighted summary of the situation. This is useful if, for example, the assessment was written by someone else and you're reviewing it for the first time to decide what needs to happen next. This is a very quick way to pick up key points. But remember, whenever you use Copilot or any AI tool, you must read and understand the information yourself. AI does not have professional judgment. It only reads the text you provide and makes decisions based on that evidence. It is your responsibility to decide whether its conclusions are accurate. I hope this demonstration has helped. If you found this useful, please subscribe. I'm a full-time practicing social worker, so videos will appear as and when I can record them. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and have a good day. Bye.